Okay, and oh, there it is. Got it. Good morning. Hi, DDC.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am. We have the following cases ready to go. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, the files that we have ready to go are Crawford, Campbell, Ben, and Hayes, and then we'll update you as the other ones come.
Copy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Only one more. Williams is the only other one. Hayes is here.
Hi, your name, sir?
Dwayne Hayes.
Thank you. We're on the record calling case number 2005961, People Said in Michigan versus Dwayne Anthony Calhoun Hayes. Counsel.
Brad Marat, PA 3665, on behalf of Dwayne Hayes, Mr. Hayes been advised.
Call wait for more reading and turn not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There's a Zoom probable cause conference date, April 12, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined at the Thursday District Court in front of Judge Giles and Esteban, please.
Robert, Mr. Hayes is 43 years old, a lifetime resident here in the city of Detroit. He wants to pursue his gainful employment. It does appear these are not assaultive allegations that stem from a 2019 date. His stable residence with employment for children, unless it's with respect to your personal bond.
Thank you. DDC is upon. Are there any holds?
No holds, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel, court takes into account your representations, including your client's significant residential family ties to the community, including there are no holds or anything else outstanding. Plus, these are non-assaultive matters. And given the pandemic facing the nation at this time, court will do the following. Court will set bond in the amount of $2,000, personal bond. And also, while this case is pending, no firearms. Or is there anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, sir. You can step away from the camera.
This way, brother. All right. Come see wristband. See wristband, brother. Come on this way. Don't need the white line first. Put back the come on.
How are you?
Keep this mask over your nose.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, your name, sir?
Henry Beard.
Thank you. Calling. Case number 360163251, People Said in Michigan, or strike that. Case number 010632510, People Said Michigan versus Larry Benz. Sir, counsel, your appearance, please.
Brad Marat, PA 3665, on behalf of Friday Night. And you, Mr. Brown, been advised to discuss the control rounds.
Call waive the formal reading, enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There's going to be a Zoom pretrial date, April 1, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court in front of Judge Bryant and as the bond.
Testifying around Mr. Ben is 68 years old. He's a lifetime resident here in Detroit. He's a stable resident here in the community with his girlfriend. Does take medication, which he has received in the detention center. He has an upcoming colon surgery as well. I do understand there's a case issue out of the benefit of counsel. Mr. Ben does understand the importance of returning to the next court date. I'd ask this court to consider a personal bond in this matter.
Thank you. DDC is bond. Are there any holds?
No holds, Your Honor.
Thank you. Council Court does appreciate your representations, including your client's significant ties to the community. The court is also taking into account, for purposes of bond, the criteria utilized under Michigan court rules. As to bond, this is a significantly older matter, but it still remains open and pending. It is also assaultive. The court also does note, let the record reflect that on March 21, 2002, your client failed to appear for, it looks like a pretrial date, at which time Judge Paula Humphrey said bond amount of $5,000 cash and issued a capias. Given your representations, including his pre-existing health concerns, in fact, he does have a surgery coming up, court is also taking into account the pandemic facing the nation at this time, and also given the age of the case, the court will do the following, and the court also appreciates that you did emphasize to him that he does need to appear for all of his court dates, and he must come back for all of his dates or appear as directed by the court until the court tells him that he's done with the case. Given those elements, court on this case will set bond in the amount of $2,000 personal bond, and even though it is an older case, it is an assaultive matter. While the case is pending, no contact with the complaining witness Rosemary Cook. No contact means no written or verbal communication with this person, no messages to her through third parties, and no contact order also extends to a place of residence and place of employment, and no social media contacts directly or indirectly. Is there anything further, sir? Okay, thank you. You're all set, sir. You can step away from the camera.
James Williams, number 2,
Thank you, sir.
Move in seven, straight this way, 20 brother nine. Except for the white line, first and last name. They come out.
Hi, your name, sir?
Hi, bro. Roger Campbell.
Thank you. Calling case number 210-56328, People State of Michigan versus Frederick Carl Campbell. Case, counsel.
Brian Morati, 3665, on behalf of Frederick Campbell, wait for Campbell for the 9%.
Quote, waive the formal reading and turn not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There is a Zoom probable cause conference date, April 12, 2021, at 8:30 a.m. to the 36th District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined, also at the 36th District Court in front of Judge King and as to bond.
Bond Ron for Campbell is 46 years old, lifetime resident here in the city of Detroit, no prior criminal history whatsoever. Full gainful employment and principal graduate run, stable residence of the community as these are not assault allegations. I want to support the personal bond.
Thank you. DDC is the bond. Is there any hold?
No hold, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel Court takes into account representations, including your client's significant ties to the community, also taking into account the pandemic facing the nation, and this is a non-assaultive matter. Given those elements, court will set bond amount of $1,000 personal bond and no firearms while this case is pending. Is there anything further?
Nothing further. Thank you.
You're all set, sir. You step away from the camera.
Step away.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
No. I'll stay right there. Right there.
Hi, your name, sir?
Joseph Crawford.
Thank you. Calling case number 210-56327, People State of Michigan versus Joseph Crawford, also known as Joseph Kevin Crawford, also known as Joseph Kevin Ovias Crawford. Counsel, your appearance, please.
Brian Morati, 365, on behalf of Mr. Joseph Crawford, wait for more reading, state of Mr. Crawford is the non-constitutional.
Full with the formal reading and turn not guilty on your client's behalf. There's a Zoom probable cause conference date, April 12, 2021, at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined at the 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles and as the bond.
Bond Your Honor, Mr. Crawford is 34 years old, is a lifetime resident here in the city of Detroit, and indicates to us that he does not have any prior criminal history. He employed his home care right now, Your Honor. He is a stable resident with his girlfriend and 2 children. Best is what he consider a personal bond and they're not assault allegations.
Thank you. DDC is bond. Are there any holds?
He has a hold, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Counsel Court takes into account representations, including a significant family and residential ties, as well as gainful employment in the community. Also, this is a non-assaultive matter, and the court is also balancing that with the pandemic facing the nation under the criteria the court utilized in the Michigan court rules. As to bond, court will set bond amount of $1,000 personal bond and no firearms while this case is pending. Is there anything further?
Nothing further.
Okay, thank you. You're all set, so you step away from the camera.
17th District reference. Sure.
So I can't leave. I'm also, I won't be there.
File up there for the first.
For who?
Don't do that one. as of yet, if you can. That date is blocked off. They gave us the wrong date.
Okay, give you that one back.
Good
Thank-
morning.
Hi. Yeah, hi. Who are you appearing on a particular case, sir?
Yeah, I was seeing if Dwayne Hayes had made the list.
Let's take a look.
He already went.
Yes, sir. We actually arraigned him already. Our session starts at 10:30. He was already arraigned.
Oh, what was his bond set at?
Stand by. $2,000 personal counsel.
Okay. 2,000 personal?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, have you got the county coming in? Hi, all parties. With regard to Akeem Clemens, we've got them zooming in. Hi, county.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
Doing well, sir. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I know
are you-
it's busy.
Okay. Okay, no worries. Are you checking in are you dialing in for Clemens?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just let us know when you're ready. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Your Honor.
Thank you. DDC, if you could please stand by. You can put yourselves on mute. We just have one arraignment that we're going to do out of the county, and then we'll be right back to you. Okay. And everyone is ready? Okay. Thank you. Calling case number 210-55807, People State of Michigan versus Akima Mau Hughes Clemens. Counsel, your appearance for the record, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Brandenburg, PA 3734, on behalf of Akima Hughes Clemens, I'm trying to waive his right to formal reading. I understand his constitutional right. Will stand mute.
Court will waive the formal reading and to a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There's a Zoom probable cause conference date March 15, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date March 22, 2021 at 9 o'clock at the Thursday District Court, also by Zoom in front of Judge Giles and as the bond.
Fine, Your Honor. What my mistake is that he's 45 years old. Unfortunately, the difficult form right now, staying in a hotel. Just plumbing with his brother, but the COVID epidemic has affected his business so far. Not on probation parole, Your Honor. He indicated to us that he has no sort of allegations. His last allegation was at least about 20 years ago. He was not assaulted, Your Honor. And I understand the seriousness of this allegation and the assault nature of this allegation, Your Honor. But after reading the report, I understand there is an age difference, but it doesn't, it seems that this may have been consensual, even though I understand that there was an age difference at the time if the allegations are said to be true. And like I said, I understand the seriousness of these allegations, Your Honor, but we expect we have for potential for a high personal power with GPS theft. This in effect for 1998 case. As stated earlier, my client was roughly around 20 years without having any criminal convictions, and I'm pretty sure that he wants to fight this case vigorously. And we expect the action for potentially for a high personal bond or a reasonable 10% bond, low 10% bond being set by the court.
Okay.
Morning,
And
Judge Natalie Brookins appearing on behalf of the
oh.
people. P76349, if I may respond.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Your Honor, the people are asking for, thank you, Judge.
Counsel,
People
my
are asking
apologies,
for
please.
remand in this matter, so Your Honor, to deny to a person of confidence of, yes.
I'm sorry, go ahead. You were breaking up. I was just trying to make sure if you could just kind of repeat your bond, just start at the top of your bond argument, please. I'm sorry, you were breaking up just as you were getting into, into the heart of your bond argument. If you just kind of start again so we have good audio, please.
Will do, Judge. The people are requesting a remand in this matter under Michigan Court Rule 6.106B1, which allows this court to deny bond to a person charged with criminal sexual conduct in the first degree when the evidence of his guilt is great or the presumption of guilt is great. And in this case, Judge, we have a 12-year-old victim with a 22-year-old defendant at the time, back in 1998, and his DNA was found in her vagina. Additionally, he was interviewed by a detective and made a confession, not only confessing to having sex with the victim, but confessing to having forcible sex with the child, confessing that when she said stop, she wanted it to stop. He continued until he was done with her. Additionally, he has a violent history out of Kansas. He's the suspect in a stabbing from 2019. I can't tell from my paperwork if he's out on bond from that or if that was resolved in some way for him to be allowed to come to Detroit. He's stating that that was resolved, Judge. In any case, I'm requesting that the bond in this case be set at remand.
Okay, thank you, counsel. Again, anything that you wish to address at this time?
Yes, Your Honor, respectfully, I'm not sure how it was resolved in Kansas or what was going on in Kansas, but as far as he told us, he had 9 assault allegations, so I'm not sure if he prosecuted for that case or not. But after reading the report, Your Honor, also, I just want to add, the victim also said that she didn't wish to prosecute in this case.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
The victim, after reading the report, Your Honor, the victim also said she didn't want to prosecute in this case.
Did or did not?
Did. The victim did say that she did not want to prosecute, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm sorry, repeat that one more time, just so that because you're throwing in double negatives. One more time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The victim said she did not want to prosecute in this case. She did not want to prosecute this case. But understandably, the state still wants to pursue these allegations. And I understand that they are serious allegations, Your Honor. They are serious and assault in nature, Your Honor. But respectfully, I'm pretty sure my client wants to get this resolved. We still ask the court potentially for a high personal bond with GPS 7 or reasonable or low 10% bond seen fit by the court.
Okay, thank you. And county?
Yes, ma'am.
As to bond, are there any holds, please?
No other holds at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, counsel. It appears that your client is signaling you may want to address him at this time.
Excuse me, Mr. King.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Clemens, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
This is your attorney, Brandon Bird speaking. I advise you not to say anything about the facts of this case over this video or on the phone while you're in jail, because everything could be used against you, and if it can be used against you, most likely it will be used against you. I advise you to only address bond and court dates over this video at this moment so you can provide the best defense for yourself. You understand?
Yes, sir. But am I aware that the person don't want to press charges against me?
Yeah. Please,
Judge.
just exercise your right to remain silent at this moment.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Oh, yes, sir.
Madam Prosecutor, I'm sorry, you were saying, ma'am?
If I may make the court aware, Judge, the paperwork does indicate that back in 1998, the 12-year-old did not want to press charges. However, she has been located as a result of the Rape Kit Project. She's been interviewed by detectives. She is grown now and feels strong enough and capable enough to go forward with this case. So as of today's date, she is on board.
Okay, so just to clarify that, and counsel, the court does appreciate your representations, particularly as it relates to the complainant who was then 12 years old at the time. So any indication that you did make on the record, your representations are correct. However, that is based on the the frame of mind and position of an individual who was 12 years old at the time. And per Madam Counsel from the prosecutor's office, she's indicating that they have since been able to locate that particular complainant, and circumstances have changed. And so we need to start from today going forward. So the court is also taking that into consideration as well as it relates to the issue of bond. Is there anything further, counsel?
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank you. And parties, we thank everyone for your patience. Here's what the court is going to do. The court does take into account, counsel, your representations, including your clients. I'm sorry, client and counsel, just to clarify, if you can, but let the record reflect that review of the file shows that at least at the time that of the alleged offense, your client had an address in Tennessee. Where does he reside at this time, if you know?
Mr. Clemens.
Yes, sir. I'm going to be residing with my god brother at 4142 Seneca in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, and how long has he been at that address?
The company I'm working for called All American Plumbing.
Okay. Is that a residential address or is that a business address?
Residential.
Is that a residential or a business address?
Both. He's the owner of the company and he operates out of his home.
Okay, and how long has he been, well, one, how long has he been at that company and how long has he resided at that address?
For about 6 years.
All right, counsel, thank you. Court takes into account your representations, most notably that your client does have significant and stable ties to the community and long-term ties to the community, including family and residential ties. Court is also balancing with the nature of the charges and the seriousness of the allegations. This is an older matter. Court does reflect that this is based on the rape kit, the batch of rape kit tests and prosecution as a result of that. Court has also taken into account the tender years of the complaining witness at the time of this alleged offense. And again, these are allegations only. However, they are very serious allegations. And the court is looking to ensure safety of the community, including that of the complaining witness, as well as that of your, to ensure that your client does appear for all proceedings while this case is pending. Given and also the court is balancing it and acknowledging that we are facing a pandemic at this time. However, given the serious nature of the charges, that on its own is not enough to outweigh the seriousness of the charges and the need to set a bond that is appropriate given the nature of the charges and the seriousness of the allegations. Given those elements, at this time, court is going to set bond in the amount of $1 million cash surety. No early or administrative release. Also, in the event that your client does post bond, he'll be subject to Wayne County Sheriff's GPS tether. And also, while this case is pending, absolutely no contact with the complaining witness, Latasia Hazel Freeman. No contact means no written or verbal communication with this individual, no messages to her to third parties, and no contact order. Also extends to her places of residence and place of employment, and no social media contacts directly or indirectly. Counsel, is there anything further on behalf of Mr. Clemens? Madam Counsel, Attorney Prosecutor Brookins, is there anything further?
Nothing for the people. Thank you very much, Judge.
Okay, thank you everyone for your patience. We are concluded. Thank you. Thank you, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a blessed day and be safe.
Yes, too, sir. Okay. Do we have any? Okay. DDC, we're ready when you are. Do we have any updates regarding the James?
Everything was right on the day.
Okay, thank you. All right, we're ready on Williams. Thank you.
You did it right. You did it right.
Anybody getting no trouble?
You didn't want to get shot.
Anybody getting no trouble? I sit there. How you doing?
Hi, sir. Your name, sir?
James Williams.
Thank you. Calling case number 2005618, People State of Michigan versus James Corshawn Williams. Counsel. Quote waive the formal reading and turn not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Counsel, before we do, we'll go to dates. If you could please let the record reflect that the court addressed is upon review of the file. It shows that on January 11, 2021, your client failed to appear for a preliminary exam, at which time a capias was issued and bond same amount of $10,000 cash surety by the Honorable Kenneth King. And also be advised to let the record reflect that at this time this court does not have a unilateral authority from the exam judges to immediately set aside a capias given COVID protocols. So before we address dates, has your office had an opportunity to contact Judge King's courtroom to address that particular bond?
Yes, we have, Your Honor. The Honorable Judge King is aware of this matter and has authorized a personal bond with a GPS tether.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. All right, given those Thank you for addressing that. Court will wait the formal reading into not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There's going to be a Zoom probable cause conference date, April 12, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date. Sorry for that. Stand by. And it appears that there's already a date set. There's going to be a Zoom preliminary examination date, March 22nd, 2021 at 9 o'clock at the 36th District Court in front of Judge King and as the bond.
As the bond, Your Honor, I would like to court to first know that Mr. Williams did turn himself in this morning when he learned of his outstanding warrant. He is a stable resident of the community with his mother and his siblings. He has 2 children. He has life residential ties. Indicates he can have postal monetary bond. Your Honor, I just wanted to clarify. So his next court date, he should report to court on March 22nd.
I'm sorry, disregard. You're correct. Sorry. Stand by. Counsel, let the record reflect. We'll probably have to do another minimus. DDC, disregard that second date. Let the record reflect there's a Zoom probable cause conference date, April 12, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court. Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined. Thank you, sir. And it will be in front of Judge King. All of that will be by Zoom and as bond.
And as the bond, Your Honor, we're asking this court for a personal bond as Mr. Williams has a stable residence here in the city of Detroit, 2 children as well. He's 21 years old, has life residential ties. He does work with his father as a mechanic, but still does indicate to us he cannot post a monetary bond. So we're asking this court for a personal bond, and I understand the court is going to impose that Judge a DPS matter per our conversation with Judge King as well.
Thank you. Yes, counsel. Yes, court is prepared, given, and court does appreciate you proactively addressing that bond issue. Given that we have heard from Judge King's courtroom, the court is prepared to set aside that original bond per Judge King's authorization. Set bond in the amount of $10,000 personal bond. You will also be subject to Wayne County Sheriff's GPS tether and no firearms while this case is pending. Is there anything further? Okay, you're all set, so you can step away from the camera. Mr. Sanford? Mr. Sanford? I think we're going to end up needing a new MIT, so the date is good. It's just that the second page would need to have the no exam date. It didn't get taken out, so we just need a new exam date. On that one, I'll sign it when you're ready. Okay, DDC, I think that's everything that we have on the men's side. We'll see you on the women's side shortly. Deanne Trice. Oh, that's actually on the women's side. Okay, I think that's everything. Thank you. We'll see you on the other side.
Okay. Can I have that last female?
Thank you. DDC, be advised, Mr. Sanford, our clerk, is indicating that we may have to call you back. It appears that we have some cases, some files with dates that need to be changed. So we will update you as soon as possible, but we'll take care of the files on the women's side and then we'll come back.
Catherine.
Thank you, ma'am. So we need a new date on that one?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Thank you. Hi, ma'am, your name?
God bless you, Tawana Daniels.
Okay, Ms. Daniels, for your safety, ma'am, please keep that mask pulled up over your nose and mouth. That's for your safety while you're there, okay?
I have congestive heart failure, so I couldn't put it all the way up so I can breathe and I'll pass out on you.
That's okay. That's fine, ma'am. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Stand by.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, calling case number 210-55796, people said in Michigan versus Tawana Jean Daniels. Counsel.
Broad PA 3665 on behalf of Ms. Tawana Daniels, waive briefing statement. Ms. Daniels is advised for constitutional rights.
Okay, court with the formal reading and not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There's a Zoom probable cause conference date, April 12, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court, followed by a Zoom phone examination date to be determined at the 36th District Court in front of Judge Archer and as the bond.
Ms. Ms. Daniels' primary concern was us letting this court know that she has a special needs daughter at home that she really wants to get home to. She has life residential ties here in the city of Detroit, I believe. She does receive disability, Your Honor, so fixed income due to her congestive heart failure that she just told this court of. She does take medication for. I'm not sure that she has received them since being incarcerated because of things are not assaulted allegations. Your Honor, I'd ask this court to consider a personal bond. My notes also indicate that Ms. Daniels did make some attempt at surrendering herself to court.
Okay, thank you. DDC is bonds or any hold?
No hold, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Counsel court takes into account representations, including your client's particular set of circumstances, her health-related issues, particularly as it relates to not only her need for treatment overall, but also in light of the pandemic. These are non-assaultive charges, and the court is confident she will return. So given those elements of the Michigan Court Rules, court will set bond amount of $1,000 personal bond. Also, in the event that there is any delay with regard to your client, court will mark the file medical. In the meantime, is there anything further? Okay, thank you, ma'am. You're all set. You can step away from the camera.
So have any, that's first of all, except for black, I say first of all.
Hi, ma'am. Your name, please? I'm sorry, what's your name again? Okay, thank you. Calling case number 0506033001, People Say Michigan versus Danetta Harper. Counsel. Full way the formal reading and tonight goes to on your client's behalf. There's a Zoom pretrial date, April 19, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant and Esteban.
This member is 52 years old. She's been a lifetime resident of Michigan since she was 18 years old. Her entire adult life, she already indicates she has no prior criminal history, is not engaging in employment, instead is receiving government assistance through Bridge Card and Social Security. She wants the court to know that she's completed high school. She completed 3 years of college in Western Michigan. In the case of West, Your Honor, that she understands that she must appear her next court date, which would likely be virtual. I'd ask the court for a personal bond as these are non-assault allegations.
Thank you, DDC's bond. Are there any hold?
She has 2 holds, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel court takes into account representations, including your client's significant ties to the community. Court also takes into account that one, this is not assaultive. Further, that your client, that this is a significantly older matter and it's a misdemeanor. That's not assaultive. And court is also taking into account the pandemic facing this nation. Court is confident she will return for all proceedings while this case is pending. Given those elements, court will set bond the amount of $1,000 personal bond. Is there anything further? Okay, you're all set, ma'am. You can step away from the camera. Hi, ma'am, your name?
Deanne Trice.
Okay, Ms. Trice, your attorney is here. Before we get to the case where he's going to be representing you, we do have a couple of traffic misdemeanor cases to get back on track. These are cases where you missed your prior court date. They're misdemeanors. So we're going to get you a new court date, and you do need to come back for all of your dates until the judge tells you that you're done with these cases, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, you're going to be receiving instructions on how to zoom in for these traffic misdemeanors, so you'll receive that information. Calling case number 891-12312, People Say Michigan versus Deanne Trice. Remember, you're charged on this case with open intoxicants in motor vehicle. You missed the court dates, a personal bond, no dollar amount listed. Fee ticket 975-857. You're charged with allowing an unlicensed driver to drive a motor vehicle. You missed the court date. It's a personal bond, no dollar amount listed. These tickets are misdemeanors. The penalty that you could receive is 93 days in jail and or a $500 fine. Do you understand the charges that were read and the penalty that you could receive on these tickets?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf as a Zoom pretrial date, April 5, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court. With any criminal matter, ma'am, you, in courtroom 437, with any criminal matter, you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in the court of law. You also have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one on your own, the court will appoint one for you at public expense. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, at this time, the warrant is set aside and the bond is continued. Moving on to case number 2105632, People say Michigan versus Deanne Kim Trice, counsel.
Right, Moralski, 3665, on behalf of Ms. Deanne Trice, waiver is extended to you. Ms. Trice has been advised of her constitutional rights.
Court with the formal reading is for not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There's a Zoom probable cause conference date, April 12, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court, followed by a Zoom clinical examination date to be determined at the 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones and as the bond.
Bond, Your Honor, Ms. Trice is 30 years old. She has no prior criminal history. She is lifetime resident of the city of Detroit. Her son does suffer from Down syndrome, Your Honor, so she was trying to get closer. Her son and her 4 other children, who she resides with along with her husband, Your Honor. These are not assault allegations. She indicates she's unable to post the monetary bond. I respectfully ask this court for personal bond on this matter.
Thank you. DDC's bond on a hold.
No holds, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Counsel court takes into account representations, including your client's significant residential and family ties to the community, including the special needs of your client's daughter. Further, this is non-assaultive, and the court is also balancing that with the pandemic facing the nation at this time, given those elements. Court will set bond amount of $1,000 personal bond. Also, no firearms while this case is pending. Is there anything further? Okay, you're all set now. Step away from the camera. DDC, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll see you this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, also, officers, Green, if you could, let them know on the other side that we do need to get Larry Ben back on the phone because we need to change his court date.
For Larry Ben,
Hi.
Your Honor.
Larry Ben, B-E-N-N. Just if you can let them know to pull him and get him in front of the camera, we need to change his date on the record.
Copy that. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Oh, I think they dialed into us. Hello again, thank you. We do have that one update for Larry Ben.
Okay, ladies, we'll put you guys up. Brian, and hopefully this you guys this afternoon. If not, if you like. Put you guys up, right this way. We got that first line. How to answer it. I'll put the phone together. Let's go to the front. You got that first line, everything on one side. You don't have to go. The tickets on top of that's on hold. That's not, we about 3:30. If you do have a hold, about 7 o'clock might show up to the, they don't show up by then. That's all right. Because we have, we got keys and then all that, keys saying that, one Thursday. Like on the call, hey, you got the park here, your first car, so.
Hi, good morning, ma'am, again. It turns out we only have one file that needs a correction on the date. If you can make Mr. Larry Ben available?
Yes.
Ben. Ben.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Ben?
How you doing?
Pull that one back
Doing
up.
well. Yeah, please
Sorry
keep your
about
mask on, sir. That's fine, sir. Just keep the mask on. That's for your safety while you're there, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
That's fine.
Hold on.
Recalling case number 0106325101, People State Michigan versus Larry Ben. Counsel?
Driver Rod, PA 3665, against Mr. Larry Benson.
Okay, court with formal reading into not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Let the record reflect the court, Mr. Ben was in front of the camera earlier. Let the record reflect his pretrial date remains April 19, 2021 at 8:30. Write that. He still has a pretrial date. Let the record reflect we had to change the date. The new date is April 19, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. at the 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant. Also let the record reflect that although Mr. Ben previously missed a court date back on March 21, 2002, it was originally $5,000 cash set by Judge Paula G. Humphreys. This court was able to, is going to set aside that warrant and change the bond to $2,000 personal bond, but because of the type of case, it is an allegation of an assaultive nature. Your client is still having no contact with the complaining witness, Rosemary Cook. No contact means no written or verbal communication with this person. No messages are heard through third parties. No contact order also extends to the place of residence and place of employment, and no social media contacts directly or indirectly. Is there anything further? Okay, thank you. You're all set, sir. Thank you. You're all set. Thank you, DBC. See you next time.